Yet another sign today of the Trump administration's use of confusion as its negotiating currency. A day after launching a trade war with Canada, Washington granted a temporary exemption to the auto industry. That gave the North American markets a slight bump, but not enough to recover the steep losses over the past couple of days. The TSX closing up almost 300 points. We're also learning more about that nearly 50-minute call between Prime Minister Trudeau and U.S. President Trump today. CTV senior political correspondent Mike Couture has been digging into the details of that conversation. And Mike, the two countries characterizing that chat in very different ways. What can you tell us?
Well, Omar, a senior Canadian government source describes the phone call as heated at times, with the U.S. proposing to remove some of their tariffs if Canada removed all of theirs. Justin Trudeau reportedly told Donald Trump Canada would only repeal its countermeasures if the U.S. lifted all of their tariffs. Despite that, Trump says the call ended in a somewhat friendly manner, and there was some progress.
We are going to give a 1-month exemption on any autos coming through USMCA.
That carve-out was driven by a call Trump had with the heads of Stellantis, GM, and Ford. Other reciprocal tariffs are still scheduled to go into effect on April 2nd. But Ontario's premier doesn't want a reprieve. He wants tariffs removed.
Spoke to the Prime Minister earlier. We're on the same page, zero tariffs, and we are not going to budge.
In a post on his social media, President Trump said the flow of fentanyl from Canada remains the reason for the tariffs. He added Trudeau told him it's gotten better. But Trump responded, quote, "That's not good enough." Trump also wrote Trudeau was unable to tell him when the next federal election would be, musing that the Prime Minister was using this issue to stay in power.
It's not true that we will go through this psychodrama every 30 days.
Now, American officials claim border security is the main issue in this trade war, and that did come up in a call today between Jolie and Secretary of State Marco Rubio. But there are clearly other reasons.
The Canadians build cars. Why are our Michigan jobs in Canada? And that's what the president's going to address. He's going to say, come on back.
While there is a carve-out for autos, 25% tariffs on all other imports and 10% taxes on energy remain. Danielle Smith has ruled out an export tax to make Alberta oil even more expensive for Americans, focusing instead on selling to other markets.
So until our U.S. friends come back to reality, we will focus on efforts and financial means to export one of the largest oil and gas deposits in the world elsewhere.
We're also learning Finance Minister Dominic LeBlanc spoke with Secretary Lutnick several times today, and they're expected to be in touch again soon. Omar.
All right, Mike, thank you.